Welcome to Linda's TV show, the home of news. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across my YouTube channel, you are highly welcome. Please, I beg you for a favor, smash on that red button that says subscribe. Beside that red button is a notification bell. The essence of that bell is for you to be updated or informed each time or day I upload a new video. My returning subscribers, those who keep on watching my videos each time I upload, I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your comments in all my videos, both negative and positive ones. Thank you.
Hold your opinion. If you have a superior argument, feel free to come and convince us and make us to join you. But if you don't have a superior argument, you better change your mindset and follow the moving train. Biafrans are moving. You have seen it again. Biafrans, we are in court yesterday. We were all in court yesterday. We have gone to court yesterday, and finally, just as we have been shouting from day one, just as we have been shouting, but because we are dealing with a stubborn pharaoh, they have refused to listen. Just as we have been shouting, finally they have accepted. They have accepted that they went to Kenya and kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu illegally. You know, for a very long time, they have been denying the kidnap. They don't call it kidnap. They say extradition. They use all manner of language to qualify it. But finally, in the appeal court, they have admitted that they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. There was no extradition of Nnamdi. They kidnapped him. And they sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition by force. They tortured him and still torturing him up to today. They can't hide anymore. They can't hide anymore. They committed an international crime. And based on the international crime that they have committed against us, they have no right to try our supreme leader. They have no right whatsoever to try our supreme leader. And that is the absolute truth. They have been running away from it, but at this time, they can't run away from it anymore. Their court have admitted that Nnamdi Kanu was illegally, extraordinary renditioned to Nigeria, which is a crime, and they must have to answer to it. And in all cases, they have decided to remove one other charges again. Now is running 6 charges. The 6 charges they have left, they are all the same with the one that we have quashed. It is very, very clear, clearer to everybody that Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer in the Zoological Republic. All they want to do is to continue to delay him. Biafrans are winning, and we will continue to win. WOTO everywhere, according to our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He used the language WOTO, and it's happening. On all angles, they are receiving it hot in all angles, including the saboteurs. Those saboteurs who are trying to make Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant. Could you imagine? Yesterday of all days, yesterday of all days, that the Biafrans are sitting at home because of Nnamdi Kanu. Biafrans are sitting at home because of the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu, who is our supreme leader, who is being tortured, who is suffering because of you and I. We are sitting at home because of Nnamdi Kanu yesterday. And all of a sudden, some people decided to remove the name of Nnamdi Kanu, and they are talking about a dead man, late Muhammadu Buhari, that you are sitting at home because of late Muhammadu Buhari. What a shame. What a shame. When we tell you that these people are clueless, you wouldn't believe it. Very clueless people. How could you join the Janjaweed to begin to push the case of Nnamdi Kanu on the floor, to begin to ridicule the name of Nnamdi Kanu? These people are trying by all means, the saboteurs and the Zoological Republic, trying by all means to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu remains irrelevant. That is why they went and put their visit on the day that Nnamdi Kanu is going to the court, to drive attention, to make sure that the late Muhammadu Buhari story covers that of Nnamdi Kanu court. But as you can see, Biafrans are wise. We are watching. Even when the saboteurs join them and begin to talk about a seat at home for an imposter, when they know that the seat at home yesterday was meant for Nnamdi Kanu and nothing else. The seat at home yesterday was for Nnamdi Kanu court case. You see, when we talk about these people that are clueless and they don't know their left and right, it's not even because someone is saying it. From their actions every day, you see how clueless they are, how inconsistent they are. These are the people who were trying to stop the sit at home by all means. And even at a stage, they came out and announced to us and said that any day that Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, that day will be a lockdown of Biafra land. These same people, this same department of saboteurs, they were the people that announced that any day that Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, that day is a total lockdown of Biafra land. All of a sudden, yesterday, Nnamdi Kanu was going to court, and they decided to divert people's attention from the man whom we are sitting at home for, from the man whom every one of us is crying for, from the man who is holding the flag for all of us. They decided to divert attention. They are talking about Jubril. They are talking about an imposter who is not even existing. They are talking about an imposter, that you are sitting at home for an imposter. Are you not mad? Are you not insane? You see, everything that happens, they will continue to show how clueless and how irrelevant they are. They continue to show their failures and their inconsistency. Sometimes I tell people, it's not because Mazi Simon Ekpa is saying what he's saying that is making people follow him. It is not because Mazi Simon Ekpa is Mazi Simon Ekpa. It's not because he's shouting or because he's doing what it is that people are following Mazi Simon Ekpa because he is consistent and sincere in his words. Very, very consistent. Each time he speaks, he stands on his words. What he said yesterday, he will say today, he will say tomorrow, and he will say next tomorrow. Very, very consistent. And Nnamdi Kanu himself told us that consistency is the key in this struggle. Consistency is the key in this struggle. If you must win the heart of the Biafran people, you must be consistent. But do you see what they are doing? You see what? Yesterday of all days, a day that the supreme leader of IPOB is going to court. They know very well that that day is a day mapped out for total lockdown of Biafra land, to let the world know that we are in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter what any program is holding that day. Whatever program is holding on the day that Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, it doesn't matter. Nobody must speak about it. But these people decided to join the caliphate, to play the card of the caliphate. The caliphate intentionally put the visit of that imposter in Asrock on that very day, in order to drive attention, in order to see if they can be able to remove people's attention from Nnamdi Kanu court. And you see the way it was reported yesterday. Yesterday, they couldn't allow any video to come out until after the court. They were covering everything. They didn't even allow people to get access to what is happening. They tried to, even most of their media, we are not able to give the information the way they used to give it. Trying to put Nnamdi Kanu to the background. All your plans is dead on arrival. Because the autopiloted movement, original IPOB, autopiloted by Chukwu Okeke Abiama, under the spokesperson of Mazi Simon Ekpa, on the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu, can never be shaken, and you cannot bring them down. It doesn't matter how you try. It doesn't matter how you try. Go and try to invite, and go and look for someone else to invite. You have done your first invitation, and you see it's a flop. Your first invitation you did to confuse Biafrans, and you think that Biafrans are not smart. You made your first invitation to use a camouflage person to bring a picture that is going to confuse Biafran people, and you have seen the result. The result have come. Biafrans, that have even destroyed you the more. The move have destroyed you the more and exposed your incompetence the more, and told Biafrans that you are not ready to fight for them. Neither you are not even fighting for them. You have never been fighting for them. You are only fighting for your own personal interest. All this department of saboteurs, they sacked the department of saboteurs. That sacked department of saboteurs, sacked people, very confused and irrelevant people, trying to force themselves into relevance because they know that Biafra is coming in 2023. Some of them who have sworn and said that instead of Biafra to come through Simon Ekpa, let it not come. Some of them say over their dead body, they should be they should be preparing money for their burial. They should be reserving money for their burial. Somebody who claimed to be fighting for freedom. You said instead of the freedom to come from your own brother, that instead you remain a slave. When your supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu, who you claim to be standing with, Nnamdi Kanu said that anybody, it doesn't matter whom you are, it doesn't matter whom you are following, it doesn't matter what tribe, what religion you are. If you know what you will do to bring Biafra, go ahead and do that and make sure that Biafra comes. That is the concern of our supreme leader, Nnamdi Kanu. That is his message. And we are standing on that message. And someone will come and say that instead of the Biafra he's asking for to come from Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is the disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is building on the foundation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that instead of that to happen, let Biafra not to come. Biafra is going to come, and the shame is going to be yours. Those of you who said over your dead body, prepare. If you don't have money, go and reserve money for your burial, because 2023 Biafrans are going home. Please share the video. Wherever you are joining, share the video. Share it to all the platforms. Any place you belong, share the video. We will continue to spread this gospel. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they like it or not. They can hate us. They can love us. We are not interested. We are not interested. The only thing we do in the autopiloted IPOB, the original IP, what we do is to set the record straight. The truth and nothing but the truth. You don't force people to follow you or obey you. You don't force people to listen to you. You speak the word, speak the truth, and allow the people to go and verify and find out who is saying the truth, who is on the right path. Let the people go and verify. Let the people go and make research. Let the people go and make research. You see what is happening everywhere. You see what is happening. Our spokesperson is hitting them hard. WOTO everywhere. It is no longer a child's play. Everybody is repenting. Those who have refused to repent, they are focusing on their death. And it's going to happen. They are preparing for their death. For those who are going to commit suicide, they are already preparing. They are already preparing. Even politicians are repenting. Those who have not, could you imagine somebody like Iwanyanwu of all people, Iwanyanwu, who is one of the Fulani architect, one of the people that Fulani is using to enslave the Biafran people. All of a sudden confessing. Even their Irat, you see some of those Irat, some of them indirectly are confessing. You see their videos leaking, their voice note, talking in the background. Some of them who have refused to speak up because of shame, out of shame. You will die in your shame. You will die in your shame. You better follow the truth. Follow the truth and pursue it. We are fighting for our freedom. We are fighting for our freedom. Not for any selfish interest, not for any particular individual. We are fighting for the freedom of our born generation. You are fighting for your freedom. I am fighting for your freedom. We are collectively pursuing our freedom. And that is the only thing that matters for us. Nothing else matters. Any other story you are putting on the way is a waste of time. Whatever story you are putting on the way to make yourself relevant, to project yourself as a messiah, who the hell are you? If you want Biafrans to believe you and follow you, you must earn your respect from Biafran people. I say it and I say it again. Earn your respect. That is the only way you can be relevant. You cannot be relevant by being a blackmailer. You cannot be relevant by your lies. You cannot be relevant by command and control and forcing people to follow you. That will not make you relevant. The only thing that can make you relevant is being consistent and pursuing the agenda of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is freedom. Freedom. The IPOB established by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no leader except Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader of IPOB until whenever it is no longer. As long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still alive, he remains the leader of IPOB. And our spokesperson, Mazi Simon Ekpa, have said it time and time again, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the leader. And as soon as he comes out, he takes over. And every command begins to come to him. But now that he's in the hand of the enemies, now that they are hiding, he's in the hand of enemies, and we cannot get information directly from him, we are going to implement every single thing that he left on the ground. He told us, even before he was kidnapped, that if we look for him, we don't see him, we know what to do. And he went openly to tell us that if we see him, look for him, we don't see him, we should burn down the zoo. We have waited a long time, and that time has come. The time has come for us to burn down the zoo. And when we talk about burning down, there are so many ways to burn down the zoo. Not necessarily firing a shot, not necessarily using guns and bullets. Already the zoo is burning. Already, as you are watching this video, if you can tell yourself the truth, the zoo is burning. It's burning. Even with all the saboteurs they are using against the autopiloted IPOB, those who are genuinely fighting in the struggle, with all their blackmail, all the propaganda they are presenting against them, still they are waxing stronger, making waves everywhere. It cannot change anything. It doesn't matter whether you believe in the coming of Biafra or you don't believe. Biafra will definitely come. is coming with speed. With speed, Biafra will be declared in 2023. Be rest assured. Don't say you are not told. Every information you need to hear, we are giving it to you so that you don't be taken unawares. If you're a good follower of our brother, our spokesperson, Master Simon Ekpa, you are not going to be taken unawares. Thank Chukwu Kukarima today. Our spokesperson have said that his normal broadcast 7 p.m. Biafra time will continue in order to make sure that people follow up. Follow Voice of Biafra, Voice of Biafra, Voice of Biafra. Listen to Voice of Biafra. Any place you are in Biafra land, find out you have Voice of Biafra in your area. 97.5 FM Voice of Biafra. Connect to it. Connect to it and listen to it. If it's not in your area, notify the autopiloted group. Any of the autopiloted member, the media member, notify them. It will be made available. Voice of Biafra will be made available in your area so that you get the information firsthand. If you are online, follow Master Simon Ekpa on Twitter so that you can have firsthand information. Follow the autopiloted groups. Follow all of them on Facebook. Follow them on YouTube for you to get unadulterated information on what is going on in the Biafra land. We are going home. No man born of a woman can stop it. No blackmail, no propaganda can stop it. Initially, when we were telling you that Obi is a scam, some people thought it was a joke. It is becoming more clearer every day. Every blessed day, it's becoming more clearer that Peter Obi is a scam. He has never come to be a president. He is not fighting to be a president. He is never. He is just there as a distraction. And you have seen a Fulani man come and make a video. Don't worry, very soon I'm going to go back to my studio. When I get back home and get back to my studio, when I get back to my base, then I will be showing you videos. When I say word, I play videos. Now I cannot play videos for you. I can't play videos because of the nature of the place I am. When I get back to my studio, then I can be able to show you videos. You will see evidence of everything I'm saying. But why we say each time you are listening to us, come with your pen and paper. Just as Martin Land can always say. After listening and hearing, go and make verification. Every information we are passing here is online. Truth are nothing but the truth. They are verifiable. They are verifiable. Even in their conventional media, you will see information there. Today, the Fulanis are confessing that they are happy with what Peter Obi is doing, distracting the Biafra struggle. That is the only thing they are happy with that he achieved. That they are very happy that Peter Obi is making an achievement. Ask them, what is that achievement that Peter Obi did? Distracted and making sure that they stop the movement of Biafra, this Biafra struggle. That is why when we were telling you that every single person that is supporting Peter Obi today are supporting Peter Obi because of Biafra struggle. I told you that the celebrity that Peter Obi is today, it is Biafra struggle that made him a celebrity. People are not liking Peter Obi because he is Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a celebrity today because of the Biafra struggle. Every single one of them in all those ethnic groups that are pursuing, and mainly those ones who are not Biafrans, and the Biafrans, every one of them that is supporting Peter Obi, they are supporting Peter Obi because they want to make sure that they stop the coming of Biafra. And ask them, why are you stopping the coming of Biafra? Why are you trying to stop your freedom? Why is it that you don't want your freedom? Why do you prefer being a slave? Ask them, they have no answer. The only thing that they have the fear of unknown. These people have become, they have stayed so long in a fraud that fraud have become a way of life for them. Some of them believe that without fraud they cannot succeed. Some of them they are so scared of the unknown. Some of them are so scared that they believe that when Biafra come, they will become irrelevant. They will believe that when Biafra come, those fraudulent money they are earning, they can't earn it anymore. They believe that when Biafra come, people will begin to question their source of wealth. People will make sure that everybody lives an equal life. Everybody have a right. People have an equal right. People will not be knocking your door to come and beg you as a politician. People will not be lining up in your house to beg you for school fees and beg you for stipend and beg you for food. When Biafra comes, every child in Biafra land will have access to education. Every human being living in Biafra land will have access to housing. You have right to housing and you have right to your health. These are what they don't want. They still want people to continue to beg them so they can begin to answer Omerora and answer all kinds of stupid names and titles they are taking, all in the name of to oppress people. That is what they're after. So many of them, for their selfish interest. For their selfish interest. Forgetting that when you become the only rich man in your house, on your father's house, you are poor. If in your village you are the only rich man that provides for anybody, you are poor. It means you are a poor person. That is why when they call Dangote the richest man in Africa, he should be ashamed of himself. Even Bigel told him that. Bigel told him that he should not be mentioning himself among the rich. Because in his own region, Dangote, he is from the poorest region in Africa. The most poorest people in Africa. They are from the northern Nigeria. The poorest region in Africa. Yet they have the richest man in Africa. He should be ashamed of himself. And if you want to have that kind of a wealth, whereby you become the only rich man in your family, and your brothers will be begging you. Every morning your brothers will come and beg you for breakfast, beg you for lunch, beg you for dinner. And you are happy. You are happy because they are calling you on phone every time to beg you money. If their children want to go to school, they must have to beg you. They can't stand it. And you are happy. And you think you are rich. You are claiming to be a rich man. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. And this is the kind of life that some people in Biafra land, who doesn't want the Biafra, what they're after. Selfish people, self-centered people. They are scared of unknown. They just want to promote themselves, and that is it. It is just about them and them alone. It didn't stop there in the general. Even in the struggle that we are in the struggle that we're in, that is why the useless people, the Department of Saboteurs was sacked. The Department of Saboteurs was sacked because they were busy pursuing their own personal agenda. They were busy pursuing their own personal agenda, their own personal upliftment, trying to force Biafrans to obey them and shout on them, to begin to beg them and begin to clap for them, even when they have nothing to offer. They know very well that they have nothing to offer. There is no plan whatsoever. Ask them, what plan have they led on the ground to release Nnamdi Kanu, since their own leader, whom they claim to have eaten with, they said that they are Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is them. Nnamdi Kanu have been kidnapped for more than a year. What strategy do they have? They don't have any strategy. The political solution they went and embraced. How did the political solution end? How did it end? The political solution they went and embraced, how did it end? The political solution, look at what it brought. It brought Peter Obi to come and destroy the struggle that Nnamdi Kanu is dying for. That same struggle that Nnamdi Kanu have given his parents for. Nnamdi Kanu lost his mother and his father because of this struggle. Nnamdi Kanu is not with his children because of this struggle. Nnamdi Kanu is in solitary confinement because of this struggle. All of a sudden, you are basing your own hope on a political solution to support an Igbo president. That is what they are pursuing. And today you see a Fulani man coming to tell you that the only achievement that man you are supporting have made is what? To make sure, the only thing they want to use him for is to make sure they stop the agitation and make sure that the agitation calm down. In their dreams, they are dreaming. The agitation is even on the higher level more than ever. Biafrans are much more awakened more than ever. And things are going to happen. Before the end of the year, you are going to see there will be no election in Biafra land. And it will be enforced. It doesn't matter who you are. Let them continue to prepare. They are preparing themselves on how to attack Biafrans. As they are preparing, we the Biafran people, we are preparing to protect Biafra land. Nnamdi Kanu gave us that charge in the last court. He said that it is our responsibility to protect Biafran people and not to kill them. Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that it is our responsibility to protect Biafran people and not to kill them. And today you see somebody coming out and say that he wants to arrest criminals and hand over to the authority. Which authority? Which authority have you established that you're going to hand those criminals over to? And when we know that Biafrans are not criminals, the criminal we have in Biafra land as we speak today are the Fulani Caliphate. They are the ones who have created and made the Biafra land ungovernable. The terrorist government, the terrorist military, the terrorist military are killing people. Even as you're watching the video, they are taking life. As you're watching the video, the terrorists, they are taking life in Biafra land. Innocent lives are losing. Our youths, our young men are missing. In Imo State, in Anambra State. You saw the attack that was made on that that one they call Ifanyoba. You saw the attack. You saw the attack. If not for anything, before you know, they will begin to tell you that it is Simon Ekpa. It is IPOB. But they have seen that that one is no longer working. They have seen that that blackmail is no longer working. I have been waiting to watch them say that it is IPOB that sent them to go and kill, to go and shoot, to go and attack Andy Oba. But they have seen, the criminals have seen that it cannot work anymore. Those propaganda doesn't work. It doesn't hold water because Biafrans are wise and people are watching. They have seen that they have tried it several times. From Gulag upwards, they have tried so many things. It never worked. Today, they couldn't be able to target to anybody. It is still the terrorist government that is doing all this destruction. And remember the revelation of Obadiah Melafia. Obadiah Melafia made a revelation that in 2022, the Fulanis are going to step up their attack. They are going to be killing prominent men. And if possible, they are going to start a war. That war is coming. That war is coming. But I thank Chukwu Kabema that Biafrans are not sleeping. Mazi Simon Ekpa, the spokesperson of Biafra, is very much alert. And we are ready. We are ready to go. We are not even waiting for them to attack. We are not going to be on defense this time around. We are going to face them head on. Head on. That is why you must stand firm and support the ESN. The ESN fundraising is coming up. The fundraising is for your own defense, for my defense, for our unborn children. It is not for Simon Ekpa. You're not donating to Simon Ekpa or donating to Omada or anybody. You are donating to yourself, to secure yourself. And we have to do it because it is important, it's necessary. It's necessary. The fundraising is coming up. It's necessary. We must continue to do that which is necessary. It doesn't matter what anybody is saying, what they are doing. They can carry their blackmail from head to toe. The funniest thing is that the more they push that the agenda of blackmail, the more they fail. The more they bring their strategy, the more they fail. The more it exposes them how irrelevant they are. The more it exposes their wicked act. Just look at the court of Nnamdi Kanu yesterday. That one is another example. Yesterday, our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu was going to court yesterday. Yesterday, and you and I know that the only reason why Biafran people are sitting at home is because of Nnamdi Kanu. This department of saboteurs that have been sacked, they themselves opened their mouth and said that any day that Nnamdi Kanu will go to court, it will be a total lockdown. When they tried to destroy the Monday sit at home, they tried, they couldn't be able to destroy. They brought their propaganda and said any day Nnamdi Kanu goes to court, and that day will be a lockdown. Biafrans, we are following up. And all of a sudden, yesterday, Nnamdi Kanu was going to court. But go and see the video they were covering. The video they were covering was to promote the Jubril, to promote the imposter in Asrock, a man that is dead, that is not living. We don't care. We don't even know that he's existing, because we are going home next year. The issue of Buhari is no longer our headache. It's no longer a headache. So why must somebody begin to distract attention of Biafrans, taking away the minds of Biafrans from the real thing, and you are focusing them on the different thing? This is all the plan they are making to make Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant. All these are planned, driving at making Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant, making that people forget Nnamdi Kanu. But who are you? Who are you to make Nnamdi Kanu irrelevant? That is an impossible mission. An impossible mission that cannot be accomplished. Everybody all over the world, everybody in Biafra land, they know that the only reason why we sit at home yesterday was because of our Supreme Leader Nnamdi Kanu. Who cares if Buhari flies to hell? Who cares? So because of Mazen, in solidarity with Nnamdi Kanu, to let the world know that our supreme leader, the man who they are holding, is our own brother, and he has not committed any crime. To demand for the unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu. That is why yesterday everybody was sitting at home. No other reason. That was why yesterday Biafra land was in a lockdown. How can somebody come and begin to change the narrative? How can somebody begin to change the narrative, to begin to bring a fake lie, a fake information? Share the video, share it to all platforms. If you have not shared the video,
thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.